What experiences set you apart from others in your work? That's a question that sometimes we have to deal with because it sometimes feels like there are many people doing what we do. But the honest truth is, each one of us has a secret sauce that makes what we do totally unique and different than what someone else does. I always like to compare it to the Market Basket Challenge that used to be on Food Network. And giving four chefs the same exact ingredients would yield four totally different dishes. And that's the same way it is with many of us. So for myself, I come from a policy background, politics, and after having graduated with my master's in public administration, I worked local, state, and federal government, even serving as legislative director for a member of Congress. And while I loved all of my experiences, because I then went on to serve as a policy director for a national nonprofit, I then wound up getting married. And women, when we get married, sometimes we get married, then we have children, and our career paths take a different turn. And that's what took place with me. And our daughter was born, and we celebrate her graduation tomorrow from high school. But when she was born, she actually had just a few health challenges. I'll call it that. But the thing about it is, I needed to take a step back, and I needed to be there as her mom and caregiver for a lot of different things. So my ambitious plans for how I was going to dominate and take over the world wound up probably being played out in the game of Risk with my kids as they got older. But as I come, I guess I can say, back onto that track after having served in many different capacities, when I homeschooled my children, serving as a state rep for their homeschool speech and debate league, running the tabulations department for regional tournaments. I've always had a love for tech and for automation. I have a varied background, and I think that variety is my special sauce. I've run my own jewelry business. I am familiar with Etsy, SEO, copywriting. So when I come into a business and into a partnership with a client, I'm really bringing all of that experience, whether it's the policy side, whether it's the more marketing side, whether it's the strategy side. And I just wanted to share some of that experience and part of the journey of where I am today and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Um, because I've always been that strategic thinker, that one who is like, let's put all the pieces out there, let's ask the questions that are sometimes hard to ask and to answer, and get all of the information on the table. If you're into the Colby test, yes, I am high on FactFinder. Okay, and that's because, once again, it's the strategic thinking and planning and bringing together all the necessary parts so that when we do come together to put together that plan and make those decisions, we have the information that we need. And that information is often critical to determining what direction we're trying to go in, what's going to be the best way to generate revenue, what's going to be the best way to complete a launch, what's going to be the best way to continue to communicate with clients and manage client relations. And those are the things that kind of come together as that special sauce that makes me me. So once again, just kind of popping in today with my little daily video of what makes all of us kind of different and stand out from one another, even when we're operating in similar spheres in terms of our products and our packages and what it is that we do. So my question to you is, what makes you different? What sets you apart from others that are in your field, in your area of expertise? Let me know. Comment below. Thanks.